long ago, Lord Shiva and his wife, Goddess Parvati, had a small discussion about their roles in this universe. Lord Shiva, as the destroyer of the universe and all that was bad in it, claimed that he was the most powerful. Now Parvati, who is the source of all power or Shakti, claimed that she was the most powerful. Soon this discussion became an argument, and they decided to settle this with a duel, a dance duel, since both of them were master dancers. They made a bet with each other. Lord Shiva, as the god of dance, would perform a step, and Parvati had to match it exactly without skipping a beat. If she did and Shiva gave up, she would be the most powerful. If not, Shiva would be considered the most powerful. And if Parvati lost, she would not only be labeled the loser, but she would also have to relinquish her control over the place where they were staying. Soon, the word of this duel spread everywhere, and all creatures, earthly and heavenly, came there to watch the performance. Music was played, a rhythm was set, and Lord Shiva started to dance. It was so mesmerizing, so beautiful, so energetic that Parvati matched him beat for beat, step by step. It grew to a feverish pitch, and Shiva lost himself completely in the music and the rhythm and the passion. So when he shook his head, his earring, the Thadanga, fell down. Now Parvati, who noticed this, knew that this slip was accidental. Yet she did not want to let this go being super competitive. She also flipped her hair and did the same gesture, making sure that her prized earring fell down in the process. Until then, Shiva had been wondering how to win this and realized that he could use this opportunity. So he stretched out his leg, picked up the earring and put it on his ear in the Urdhva Thandava posture. Parvati saw this. She did not know what to do. She kept dancing while at the moment thinking, how can she mimic this gesture? She was flexible enough to do it and skillful enough to execute it immaculately. However, bending the leg upwards would mean that she would have to expose herself to the crowd that was gathered there. It was not of good taste, she felt. She had a split second to make a decision. She could either stop there and lose to her husband, keeping the dispute within the family, or she could mimic the gesture and become the talk of the town and be shamed for what she did. Parvati thought and slowly stopped her performance and stood there with a peaceful look on her face. Shiva continued to dance, and by executing a couple of more steps than her, was chosen as the winner. Everybody hailed him to be the most powerful god, the most powerful man who had the most powerful role in the universe. Everybody hailed him as the man. Parvati was declared as a loser, and though she was seething with anger, left the place quietly as the bet was set. The fanfare was fantastic and the celebrations lasted for some time. After which Shiva really understood what had happened. His wife had left him and she was not coming back. He also realized that Parvati did not lose. She could have won if she wanted to. She merely stopped herself from winning. Realizing this, Shiva thought, oh my heavens, what have I done? What has happened? And how do I make this right? He decided to go and approach Parvati and to request her to come back with him. Knowing his wife, he knew fully well that if he goes there empty-handed, she wouldn't even look at him. So, he commissioned the most wonderful of Thadanga, a gold earrings filled with rubies and diamonds and sapphire, in order to make up for the one that she had lost in the dance. Bearing gifts, he went to her, spoke to her, convinced her to come back to him. After a lengthy discussion, Parvati let go and realized that her husband has understood what has happened and respected her as his equal. She accepted the new earrings, wore them in her ear, and came back to live with Shiva. This is the story of the Kanaka Thadanga, or the gold earrings.